voice. Alright. You know, I don't know why the arrow keeps guiding me in this area. Because essentially it just leads me back over to the Emporium. So I don't know why the marker just doesn't, I don't know why it shows up here instead of just showing up at the Emporium.
Prophet?
This is too
Alright, let's talk to the group.
dangerous. Whatever they want here. If we send spies and they get caught, Nerim will see this as a provocation.
Poor people. All they did was invade a foreign country, and look how ruthless we are, sending spies in order to find out why they're here. We should be ashamed.
Save the sarcasm. We both know what I mean. You know my opinion, Tila.
I will consider it. You come at the right time, Prophet. Commander, explain the situation.
Of course, Grandmaster. Yesterday, we received word from one of our outposts in Duneville. One of the fishermen there saw warships anchoring on an island some miles from shore. And they bear the Niramese flag.
We have already sent scouts to confirm this, and it is true. The Niramese have invaded our land.
Okay, so this is an act of war. Why would they want to do this?
We have a suspicion. I suppose you know that the civil war in Nerim has ended 2 months ago. And who won it?
I don't know who.
The combined forces of the Northern and the Middle Realm, led by Taranor Korek of Kabait. The southern rebels and the remnants of the Creator's Temple have been destroyed, once and for all. Now Nerim has been united under the banner of the Free People of Nerim, how they like to call themselves, and this could be the reason for these warships.
Okay, but why? Why would the Nerim risk another war after just having ended one?
Because of this Korek.
It is
Walk
said that
blessed,
he helped
Prophet.
Naravzul Aranthiel shortly before the Lightborn were slain. And while before that, he was an opportunist who changed his ideals as often as his underpants. It seems that his crusade with Narathzul converted him, so to speak. He has become a declared enemy of religion.
He also thinks of the death of the gods as the first step of many. And now he sees it his task to rid Vin of religion once and for all. Free the world from the scourge of faith. These are his words.
Though it is worth mentioning that his understanding of freeing includes mass executions and the burning down of temples. He's a fanatic, and worse, his men worship him for it. What he wants is to found a new world, and his free people of Nerim are supposed to be vanguard of it.
Sounds like he's got his own personal religion going. What else is there to know about this Taranor Korek?
Not much. Or... yes, there is. He's a narcissist. I was surprised to hear that the banners of his free people are ornamented with a picture of his and an inscription saying, "Praise me."
Isn't this pretty much the same thing your order once stood for, a world free of religious thinking?
Well, with the small but subtle difference that it was Narazul's vision to restore the human right of self-determination, and not to obliterate every kind of superstition or spirituality.
It is plain stupid to believe a way of thinking can be beaten out of someone's head with just enough violence. The only thing that does is radicalize. Though a world without religion would be a better one, that's without doubt.
Nonsense. The people need a higher power that guides them. You can see what chaos the death of the Lightborn brought on the world, and without your orders doing, all this would never have happened.
Of course. Where were we?
Alright, and let me guess, you suspect that Korik is here because the Andralians still believe the gods are alive, correct?
Correct.
What Korik doesn't understand is that we're doing this to prevent a crisis.
And simply telling the common people the truth is out of the question?
Not before the High Ones have been stopped. The civil war on Kile, Nerim, and Arazial shows what chaos such a revelation can cause. And we will not take this risk.
And what if we explain our motivations to Korik? Maybe he can even help us fight the cycle.
That is the problem. Pegast?
We believe that Korak already knows about the cycle and the cleansing. And that he, how should I put it, wants it to happen.
Let's see, he wants it to happen. How the heck can someone want the extinction of all life to happen?
Well, I know how strange this sounds, but in a way it makes sense. For him, Enderal as the home of the Holy Order is the epitome of ignorance and stagnation. And we suppose he even knows that we are fighting these High Ones. But in his eyes, everything a paragon of the old order tries to prevent from happening must be something good. Maybe he even sees the High Ones as prophets of his new era. Who knows? Fanatics are unpredictable.
Right now, this is only an assumption, but we have to know.
Alright. What is it we have to know?
What? Huh?
How about you? You don't exactly seem ready to burst with gladness about my consecration either. Didn't I already have this discussion with this guy? I'm trying to talk to this guy, but the game won't let me do that.
Right now, this is only an assumption, but we have to know.
Alright, oops. Let's see. Okay, I can't do that. In other words, we need to spy on the Naramis.
Yes. Do you know what a silver plate is?
A plate made of silver?
The ones I'm talking about are more. They are relics from Arctvent. What makes them unique is their power to transfer sound. Every plate has a counterpart, and if someone standing near one plate says something, the one standing near the other one hears it too. Our plan is to place 2 of the plates in their camp. That way we can sound them out without risk.
And you want me to do this placing, I presume?
You, Firespark, and the mercenary, Dalvarek. However, you cannot travel to the island by ship. That would be too conspicuous. Walk
We found
blessed,
out that
Prophet.
the Pyreans had some kind of underground transporting system. Under trains, that's what they called them. These trains connected the most important regions of the realm with each other, and thus probably also the temple on the island where Korek's ships set anchor. If we can manage to find one of these trains, we could use them to get right to his camp. And, as it happens, we have information about a Pyrean temple in the Crystal Forest. One that is still intact enough for us to find a way into one of these trains.
The Living Temple.
That's how you call it, yes. But enough of the chit-chat. First of all, we need to find the gem that is used to open the gate of the temple. And I have a guess where we could find it. A village called Fogville, not far from the Whisperwood.
Alright, I know where that's at. When do we set out?
As soon as possible. Joseph the mercenary has already traveled to Fogville, and you should do the same. I will meet you there.
So we are talking about accomplished facts, or what?
It is the only way. I'm sorry, Natara. Prophet, I'm counting on you. Find out why Korek is here.
Yes, it makes sense.
Well, I can just grab a Myrad, fly over to the Fogville Tower, and just kind of head straight down from there.
Transcribe verse 80 100 times.
Alright, let's see. Oh, here we go. Alright guys, I got 12 more minutes, and then that'll be the end of the stream for the day. Then of course tomorrow is the big Microsoft and Bethesda presentations at E3. And I believe that since again I'm in the Midwest,
Potatoes gone.
I think the Microsoft...
Some shifts never end.
I think Microsoft doesn't actually start until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, pretty late for some reason. Which, you know, that's going to be 4 o'clock my time, so... But again,
Yes.
I'll probably...
Walk blessed, friend. Sure. Where to?
I'll probably still stream... I'll probably still stream any pre-show stuff that goes on. So I may follow the E3 stuff like around maybe 2 or even 3 o'clock. I'll just have to see exactly how their schedule works. And both of those, Microsoft and Bethesda, will actually run pretty late into the night. So I don't know if I'll be doing any streaming afterwards. I might maybe put in maybe an hour or 2 of gameplay after those shows. Okay, Fogville is down that way. Fogstone Bridge. Alright. Actually, you know what? I'm going in the wrong direction.
The prophet's ass. Fucking coward.
Irene helmets. Oh, I did get one. Did I get the other one though? I don't think I got the second one, did I? I think I just got the one. Wasn't gonna make that one. I guess I should go back the way I should have been going in the first place. There should be another road here that goes down the mountain. That was definitely a dragon. That was a... Oh, come on. is down the corner here. For some reason, I kept thinking the harbor was the place that I needed to go to.
Oh yeah, Karatha will like this.
I probably still have to fight these other ARPs. Let me put a poison on this. 5 things of poison. Let's see what that does. I think next time I'm gonna have to put... I'm gonna have to choose... I'm gonna have to choose the perk that allows me to keep the poisons on the weapons a little bit longer than usual. Alright. So let me meet up with this guy first, and then I'll go ahead and finish up with the stream.
Blasted blistering blazes! What the heck took you so long? We've been waiting for ages.
But you only just...
What matters now is that we find the gem that opens the temple doors. You two take care of that. I'll go ahead to the temple and inspect the gate. Any questions? No? Then beat it.
It helps to know what something looks like if you're supposed to find it. At least that's what I've been told.
I already told you that. A small, red gem. If it's around here somewhere, and I'm quite certain it is, you should maybe search for it at the village treasury. Now get going. I'll see you at the temple.
Well then, let's start our glorious search, shall we? I suggest you take a look at the town hall. I'll check out the temple. Just call me if you find something.